Welcome to Sweet Bay Lane. I'm Tracy. Thank you so much for joining me. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to make a beautiful floral head wreath. Now, in this instance, I'm making this one for a customer of mine who has an upcoming beach wedding over the summer. But as you're watching the video, make sure you think outside the beach theme and the wedding theme and think about how you could use these to add a little joy to your life. Maybe you have an upcoming photo shoot with family, getting ready for that beautiful Christmas card you're going to send out. Or maybe just for fun, maybe an upcoming bachelorette party where everyone would match. I think that would be adorable too. Also, think about those upcoming events like a music festival or maybe a 4th of July party you're having. I think that would be a great use for these cute little head wreaths. So let's go ahead and get started. Supplies for this project are very simple. You need bark wrapped wire, ivory florals, ivory ribbon, 7 starfish, flat back pearls, white felt, wire cutters, measuring tape, and a hot glue gun. I start this project by unwrapping my wire, and I measure out. I usually like to measure like a yard of it just to give me enough to work with because I want a 20-inch head wreath in this instance. So however big you want yours, just make sure you leave enough extra so you don't run out of wire at the end of your project. Once my wire's measured out to the length that I want, I take the loop end, as you'll see here, and I just twist it a couple of times. Now that my end has been twisted and started, I just continue twisting the 2 pieces together all the way down till I get to my desired length of my head wreath. Just make sure to leave a little bit of space in between each twist as you twist down the 2 wire pieces. I'm showing you here what the wire looks like once it's been completely twisted all the way down to the end. Now that I'm at the end of my project, I want to add another loop to the end. So what you will do is you take one of the ends, it doesn't matter which wire end you take, and you'll loop it, making a loop, and then you'll wrap that completely around the base a few times. I usually do mine about 3 times. So now that I'm finished wrapping my wire around, I just take my wire cutters and trim off the excess. Okay, that's perfect, 20 inches, just what I needed. Now I'm going to show you how I finish up the end, because sometimes when you trim those little wire ends off, it can be a little sharp, and I just like to finish them off so the wearer isn't poked while they're wearing the head wreath. Now that our edges are smooth, we need to shape our head wreath. And to do that, you basically just bend it in a circle. And you'll just keep bending it till you get the desired shape that you prefer. Moving on to our florals, I'm going to be using these beautiful ivory florals, and I usually like to deconstruct my flowers and then reconstruct them with hot glue. It just makes them a little more secure. It's just an extra step. You really don't need to do it if you don't want to. Once my flowers are finished, I start by finding the center of my head wreath. Now that I have all the flowers on, I start with my starfish. Now my starfish are going to have those flat back pearls in the center, so I go ahead and glue all the pearls into the starfish before I attach them to the flowers. Now that the flowers and the starfish have all been attached, I take the little flatback pearls and I finish up the flowers that didn't get starfish, and I also add a little pearl to each end right above the little loop where we're going to tie the ribbon. Oh, it's looking so gorgeous. I love this head wreath. It's one of my favorites. Now, moving on to an extra step that I like to take for my customers, and it just adds a little bit of comfort to the wear of the head wreath, because let's face it, wearing this for a wedding without this would be like a torture chamber, I'm pretty sure. So what I do to add a little bit of comfort to the head wreath is I add little pieces of felt on the inside. I love making these little head wreaths, and I hope this video inspires you to make one as well. Well, I think the project turned out adorable, and I wanted to take a moment and thank everyone for subscribing to my channel and for all the love and support you've shown me. Now, if you haven't subscribed, maybe this is your first time, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as we'd love to have you. Well, until next time, I hope you have a beautiful day, and remember that a smile and kindness goes a long way.